So Governor DeWine signing a new law today that's designed to notify you when a prisoner escapes from custody.
So all of this was prompted by a series of 19 Investigates reports. 19 investigator Mike Mason was in Columbus today for the signing. He has the story.
This is House Bill 23, the Escaped Convict Alert Program. This is actually the original copy that the governor just signed. The law creates a notification system similar to Amber Alerts whenever a felon escapes custody. Ohioans will soon be alerted on smartphones and computers when a prisoner escapes in their area. This was all prompted by a series of 19 Investigates reports. In 2024, we found several inmates escaped custody, and the Summit County Sheriff's Office failed to alert the public. Representative Bill Romer saw our reports and introduced the bill. He invited us along for the bill signing, along with Portage County Sheriff Bruce Zukowski, who is one of the bill's supporters.
The fact that we were able to get a bill through this process so quickly to keep the people of Ohio safe, to keep them notified if there's an escaped felon at a jail, at a prison, that's very important to folks.
It just made sense, you know, in today's technology to have something that's along the lines of an Amber Alert, to where if someone does escape, that we can, through social media, we can notify people and let people know that, you know, somebody's bad is on the loose.
The Escaped Convict Alert Program law will go into effect on March 2nd. Right now, the Public Safety Committee is ironing out all the details about how this notification system will work. In Columbus, Mike Mason, 19 News.
You can watch more of our investigative stories tonight. A new 19 Investigates will stream at 6:30. An Ohio family fighting for answers in a decades-old murder. Who killed 17-year-old Robin Stone? They're now calling for new state legislation to mandate every law enforcement agency in Ohio list on their websites unsolved cases.